Top of the mountain, Ma. Hey, the Geek Speak Show is here at Anaheim, WonderCon Anaheim 2018. The gang is here, Erin, Anthony.
Oh, we're going to have some fun today.
I'm waiting to see if the water goes up. It's been doing it on cue, but of course, now that we're live with you guys, of course, now it's not going to do it.
So we're not getting wet.
We are about to do something kind of fun. Well, for you guys watching it will be fun. If you're not here, you get to experience everything through us here on the Geek Speak Show. We're about to scare them. Erin's okay. I'm okay with that.
Well, you guys are always making fun of me. I think I can handle it.
Well, you'll see why. Literally see why. AMC has a new show coming on Monday the 26th, The Terror. There's an interactive. Those of you who go to San Diego Comic-Con knows what that means. It's an interactive thing that you go through. We're going to experience the cold, the fear, the terror right here at WonderCon Anaheim. You'll get to see a little bit, not everything. Those of you who want to see the show, keep watching. They will tell us to stop in the name of love at a certain point because there's spoilers ahead. But you'll get to see Anthony scream, yell,
Please don't
run.
get that on camera. All right, fine. Well,
and while they do that, of course, make mine, not DC, Marvel. I'll talk to Marvel's Cloak and Dagger that's coming to Freeform. Finally, Jeff Loeb and the cast is going to be here. I'll talk to them while they get terrorized. All of that, day one, WonderCon Anaheim. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
Let's do it. You guys go that way. I will go back here. You go with whoever you want. Let's go.
congratulations on another Marvel TV show.
Thank you.
I was wondering, with Cloak and Dagger, how do you differentiate it from all the other, not just Marvel, but comic book shows out there and movies as well? What makes it special?
Well, I think the way you start with any Marvel television property is that we're not, when we start thinking about it, we don't think about them as superhero shows. We think about them as shows about people, and then the Marvel icing that's on top of it is, oh yes, and they happen to have powers. This is a show about two young people who are trying to figure out what's happening in their lives, and we think that that speaks very much to, particularly now, the people who are in high school and who are trying to find out what is happening in our world, and what is the world that they're growing into, and what should they be. Then we take that, sort of put it through the Marvel prism, and when you come out the other side, you go, and now what would happen if this one could control the dark and this one could control the light? And that's the best way for us to take a look at it. What makes it inherently different from everything else that we're doing is that when you start and look at the number of heroes that are out there, the greater majority of them are people who have jobs, who have a life, who are adults. And we looked at what we had, and whether it was the shows that we have on Netflix or the shows that we have on ABC, and we decided that, knowing that Spider-Man was going to be returning to a high school world, how could we best get into the young hero business and speak to that audience? And that audience really now, because of social media, really now has a very large voice in what's happening in our world.
So jump in. Congratulations on getting the role.
Thank you.
We've just seen the trailer, and we first see you meet where you're basically stealing his wallet.
Yeah.
So how quickly do you guys overcome that sort of first bad impression?
Can you take this?
As far as overcoming the bad impression, Tandy's very cynical, so I don't think she was able to take in everything that she was feeling in that very moment. She was realizing everything that has kind of happened in the past. I mean, Tandy beats her own drum, so I think for her it's not an easy thing to kind of overcome or take in. And I think, as the season goes on, you understand that she's starting to open up a little bit more, bringing down the walls and embracing the relationship that she has with Tyrone, even if it's the most complicated relationship she's ever had.
Like the relationship for them is really important for them, just because they are on their separate paths, and they're kind of lonely, and when they finally meet, it's kind of like they finally have that one person that they can talk to, and that one person that cares enough about them to talk to them anyway, So it's important. The relationship is very important for them, and it changes who they are.
They relate to each other on every level.
Literally.
Yeah.
And it to me, that's why the show is so beautiful, because they come from totally two different backgrounds, and they're practically opposites, but there's so much that they can talk about and see eye to eye on.
Yeah.